Welcome to Lantern in the Fog. Scotland is a land of mist, stone, and silence, and its castles hold centuries of secrets in their cold, crumbling walls. Tonight, we walk the shadowed halls of some of the country's most haunted fortresses, places where blood was spilled, pacts were made, and spirits still linger. These are 3 allegedly true tales of haunted Scottish castles, where history refuses to die and the dead refuse to leave. Story 1. The Screaming Lady of Glamis Castle, Angus. Glamis Castle is one of Scotland's grandest estates, and one of its most haunted. But one room in particular, known only as the Room of Skulls, has been sealed for centuries. Legend says the 17th Earl of Glamis walled up a woman alive for discovering a dark family secret. In 1975, a visiting American academic named Margaret Holloway was given a private tour. While lingering near a locked corridor, she claimed to hear desperate, guttural screaming, muffled, like it was coming from within the walls themselves. Thinking someone was in distress, she called security. No one else heard it. Later, the butler told her in a low voice, "If you hear her once, she's angry. If you hear her twice, run." Margaret heard the scream again, that night, outside her bedroom door. She left the castle before dawn and never returned to Scotland. Story 2. The Grey Man of Tulloch Castle, Dingwall. In the 1990s, Tulloch Castle operated as a hotel. Several guests reported seeing a tall, grey-cloaked man wandering the halls late at night, especially near room 8. He never spoke, simply stared, and then vanished. One couple, visiting from Edinburgh in 1993, claimed the figure stood over their bed while they slept. They woke at the same time, both gasping for air, as though something had pressed on their chests. The figure was still there, just watching. It dissolved into mist when they turned on the light. Locals say the grey man was once a servant who died in disgrace, hanged in the castle courtyard. But some believe he was never truly buried, and his spirit remains restless, especially when guests disturb the older parts of the building. Room 8 remains the most requested, and the most complained about, to this day. Story 3. The Headless Drummer of Edinburgh Castle. Edinburgh Castle looms over the city like a silent sentinel. It's steeped in violence, executions, sieges, betrayal, and it shows. In 2002, a night watchman named Callum Fraser was making rounds when he heard the faint sound of drumming in the vaults below Crown Square. It grew louder, steadier, as if marching. When he turned a corner, he saw a shadowy figure in 18th century uniform, headless, beating a snare drum in perfect rhythm. Frozen, Callum watched the ghostly soldier march straight past him and into a stone wall. The drummer has been reported for centuries, always before times of crisis. Some say he was executed without trial and buried in the foundations. Weeks after Callum's sighting, the castle suffered a structural crack during a storm, nearly collapsing a section of the wall near where the apparition had vanished. Coincidence? Maybe, but the drummer has not been seen since. Stone remembers. The dead walk old paths, trapped in the mortar and memory of Scotland's castles. And for those who see them, they are never truly forgotten. Thank you for joining us tonight on Lantern in the Fog. If you've ever visited one of Scotland's haunted castles, or heard your own whisper in the stone, share your story in the comments. And remember, whether you believe or not, the ghosts believe in you. Until next time, keep your lanterns lit, and tread carefully in old places.